welcome back to game number 4, the last game in today's Vape Nation Scrims. We are now in Sandhawk with the match starting in 35 seconds time. So as always, please sit back, relax and enjoy. And here we go with a western to southeastern map, starting off by Camp Alpha and finishing off between Kampong and Docks. We have Team 19 AM UK jumping first, along with Team 10 AE. And team number 3 LC. We now have Team 2 ARG along with Team 18 TM jumping towards boot camp there. So that is one of the well-known hot jobs of Sandhawk, so I presume that a couple of teams will be going there just to prove themselves. And it looks as though Team 20 PG and members of Team 2 and Team 5 might be going there. So let's have a quick look at Team 5 RPG and see how they do in boot camp, along with Team 6. I do apologise, not Team 2. And that is PG taking down Task Call Me Bob, with Task White getting a knock also. And that is now a couple of members of Team 20 taken down. And Task White is finished off by a member of RPG, with Call Me Bob now knocked also. And KP Expert takes down HZL Squalino, with Task Marina taking down the last member of Team 20 PG. And RPG Noidu has just taken down Task Marina, as RPG Crimes just comes on the left hand side, with Noidu and No Skill just creeping round. And Benji just running in, throwing a few shots through the window. Team 6 are now being pushed, with Andrex jumping out and taking down Benji, and is now getting the kill with No Skill down also, and Crimes and Noidu now inside. It's 2v3. Crimes is now trying to jump down to possibly get the revive, with Marina firing shots at Crimes. Marina is now down. And that is No Skill down and out, with Task Call Me Bob now jumping back in to up against Noidu and Crimes. And here we go, that is Crimes down. Andrex is now knocked. So it's now 1v1 Noidu going up against Task Call Me Bob. it is now a waiting game for RPG and Task Call Me Bob, with Noidu on the roof at the moment. Has just jumped down to try and get a better position on Call Me Bob, but Bob is also moving on the bottom floor at the moment, and that is a kill, with Task Call Me Bob being the last standing member at boot camp. And now we're going to jump straight over to Team 19. And that is Team 19 AM UK with 3 kills at the moment. And they have this compound now to themselves. We still have Bob in boot camp. We now have Team 11 and 2 up at Paradise. So let's jump straight over and have a quick look as Team 2 take on Team 11. And Little Boy is just preparing a grenade to be thrown. And it goes right towards Team QL, but just misses the target, with grenade after grenade after grenade being thrown towards Team 2, with AQ being taken down by QL Twitch. Killers is knocked at the moment, with smokes being thrown left, right and centre. And that is Twitch taken down by Little Boy from 50. And is now trying to get around, just managing to get cover at the moment. You've got Noxious trying to revive Aku at the moment. Killers is still down by all accounts. And that is Twitch finished off along with Killers, and Blackie also taken down. But let's move straight over to Team 18, where TM are coming up against Team 16 7S. And Team 18 and TM are now retreating away from Hainan. They're still scoping in to cover the other teammates as they now leave. They've got Team 16 7S just over towards southwest. And SK Botop comes in and takes down Argaku, with NWO taking down Nerd Bobby. Arg Little Boy taking down SK Botop. And Team 16 7S now pushing strongly towards 285 as SK Hacker jumps in on the left and gets a knock too. And we now have Team 8SK just scoping in on team number 2, with AMUK Worth It being knocked by AE, and Task Call Me Bob taking down Little Boy there. And that is LC Frankie taking down a member of NWO. We still have Noxious nearby to Team 8, with Villain and Botop just being cautious, along with MD and Hacker as they rotate round, trying to get the final kill of Team 2. They do have a member of Task just across from them, Call Me Bob, and Noxious has just revealed himself. So SK are now preparing the grenades to be thrown, and are just waiting for the perfect moment, and here we go. And there we go, a perfect throw from Hacker, and that is the end for Noxious. And LC Frankie takes down a member of AE and gets another kill for Team 3. As Task Call Me Bob stays covered inside that building just to the right. You've got SCP Caro of Team 13 and Optics just coming into view towards 65. And you have 4 members of SK just lying prone on the rock face at the moment. As Task Call Me Bob just moves left and puts himself right into the frame of shot for Team 13. And here we go, Task Call Me Bob is taken down by SK Botop. I think it was an unfortunate position for Call Me Bob to be in, with Team 8 SK just up ahead, Team 13 just behind. He had to go one way, and unfortunately the way he chose to go resulted in him being taken out of game number 4. And now shots are being fired by Team 13 towards Team 8 SK, with HRNEC taking down End Nako there, and Nerd Bobby jumping in to get the kill. And now let's have a look at the zone, and as we see, it's pushed right up to the north end of the map, keeping Hartin in play alongside a couple of compounds on the road. All teams are inside the zone at the moment. We have Team 16 and 3 very close to each other, so let's jump straight over to Team 7S. We have Teams 10, AE, 19 and 15 close, and that is 7S Chris taken down by a member of Team 3. As 7S Tuck takes down LC Frankie. And that is 7S Billy jumping in with another knock. And that is now 7S Shot taken down. Chris is just healing up. And that is now 7S Billy taken down by Cole Legend. And that is 7S Chris coming in with another brilliant save. And that is Tuck down, knocked by Frankie at the moment. And Chris is now going to try and get the squad wipe, but unfortunately it's just not to be today. And LC Frankie takes down Team 7S. And now we are 15 minutes in to Game 4, the final match of today's Vape Nation Scrims. And we are with Team 3 LC at the moment. There are 7 teams remaining, 18 players still alive. And the zone is closing in. It looks like today's game will be finishing on hard tin. We still have Team 4 Union, who are just being chased in by the blue zone at the moment. AM UK of Team 19 still have to make their way in also. And LC Frankie of team number 3. And there we see Team 18, Lynx, getting a knock and a kill on SCP. And are now keeping an eye on the other members of Team 13 as they now try and make their way across water to a safer spot. And let's have a quick look at the drop, which is an M249, but Itachi is taken down by a member of Union, with Kados taken down at Union Spirit, leaving Union Atom behind a tree, the last standing member of team number 4. And Endgame is now throwing smokes to allow Itachi to get across, but it just wasn't to be. The smoke was a bit too far from Itachi, meaning that when he did try to move from behind the drop box, he was right in the open, and when you are knocked, you can't move at great speed, so it was more than asking to be shot at, I think. I think possibly if the other team members were given cover fire, that might have just given Itachi the chance to move in to be revived. And now we're seeing Team 15. Adriana is down. TMK Dolls is almost taken down. And Nerd Jojo manages to get the kills there on Team 13. And now 2 members of Team 15 are down, with Endgame getting the knock on Bobby. We still have Levac as Union Atom is taken down by the play zone. Lynx is still not at the moment, with Jojo just throwing in a couple of grenades just for good measure. And Endgame is using bandages and is now reviving Lynx. But unfortunately, Lynx is taken out by a well-thrown grenade by Jojo. And Endgame also meeting his fate through grenade. But we now have our top 3 for game number 4, with Team 3 LC, Team 15 Nerd and Team 18 TM just trying to finish it out for today. Endgame is now knocked. Kados is down below in the water. It is going to be very difficult for Kados to get back up to get the revive. So it looks as though the zone will be the end for Team 18, meaning that realistically it is now a Team 3 LC against a Team 15 Nerd match. And LC Frankie takes down Nerd Levac there. Kados is trying to find a way in, and unfortunately Endgame just falls into the water. And that is the end for him. So it is now LC Devil, LC Frankie against TM Kados, who is just creeping in from the water's edge to try and take Team LC by surprise. And Kados is just preparing a grenade to be thrown, and we will just go into our bird's eye view. But unfortunately the timing was well off, and now LC Devil knows exactly where Kados is. And Devil is just trying to get a bit higher to try and take shots. We've got LC Frankie just covering. But Kados at the moment has just enough cover to make being shot very difficult for Team 3. But LC Frankie has it, looking the wrong way with Kados behind. And that is Frankie knocked by Kados, meaning the LC Devil now has to get the finish. And there we have it. The end of Game 4. And the winners with 11 kills is LC, with TM in second with 4. We have Nerd in third with 10. We have Union in fourth with 5. We have AM UK in fifth with 4. And we have Lucifer, Adriana, SCP and Optics in sixth with 3 kills. If you have enjoyed this stream, please follow the channel with new content added daily. You have been watching Vape Nation Scrims, and all that is left for me to say is please take care, stay safe, and we will see you next week. Good night guys, and thank you for watching.